Hey folks, Jim Jacobus. Welcome back to week 3 of How to Create Winning Sales Plans in 2010 video blog. This week our plan is going to zero in on how important it is that you and I select the right talent to begin with. How do we recruit and select the right talent to begin with? There's really two key elements to this. First thing is being clear about what it takes to be successful in our organization. That equation we talked about last week, the be, do, have equation. And then the second thing is executing a consistent, proven process that delivers bottom line results for us when it comes to interviewing potential candidates. Let's take a look at that first piece there. Remember last week we discussed the be, do, have equation. They've got to be the right person, do the right things in order to have success. We need to benchmark, assess, compare analysis, if you will, to determine where we're at with our existing team. Well, we've got to do the same thing with our candidates that are coming in. Matter of fact, I can tell you this, by knowing in advance what it takes to be successful, we can make the process much more efficient. We recently worked with a client that did what many of you may do and what I've done in the past as well. They would take a job opening for a sales rep or sales manager. They would post it on Monster.com, Career Builder, any number of job sites. They would then field literally hundreds and hundreds of applications, sort through that, find maybe 15 or 20 candidates after hours and hours of sorting through the applications, interview them, and maybe end up with one good candidate. Well, we came in and took over the process for them. The first thing we did is we benchmarked top talent, find out what it takes to be successful in the be, do, have categories. And then we also identified what are some of the things that are important to the company. Things like, are they willing to relocate? Do they have any management experience or not? We combined those to write an ad that was much, much more effective. That ad returned only about 65 applications, if you will. We called each one of those, sorted through those, narrowed it down to 10 candidates, out of which they hired 5 new salespeople. The advantage of knowing what we're looking for before we ever even write the first ad. Next thing we did is we helped them by sharing with them our 3-step process for interviewing, and they adapted that, and all of their managers started using that methodology. And again, we teach a very specific methodology, but it's not so important that you use ours as it is that you use one that's proven that everybody does the exact same thing, so we can consistently look at what top talent it looks like in our organization and make sure we're bringing the right people on board because everybody is executing a process that we know delivers bottom line results. So here's the deal. At the end of the day, we have to be disciplined. Bottom line, we have to stick to a process. We have to stick to what it takes to be successful. We have our like-to-haves and our must-haves, and we don't vary from that because we've got to get in the habit of investing time up front to get the right talent on board to begin with. Again, my name is Jim Jacobus. You can check us out at www.ratedrforresults.com. This is week 3 of How to Create Winning Sales Plans in 2010. We'll see you next week.